"You're done here, recruit. Pack it up." The captain's voice carried across the shooting range, cutting through the dry air like a commandment. All heads turned. At the center of it stood a young woman, rifle in hand, face flushed, but expression calm. Her fatigues were dusty, her boots scuffed, but her composure never wavered. She wasn't loud, she wasn't the fastest. She wasn't like the others, and that had been the problem from day one. Around her, a few recruits exchanged glances, some stifling smirks. She had fumbled too many drills, hesitated just long enough to draw attention. She didn't look like someone who belonged, at least not in their eyes. But she didn't argue. She nodded once, quiet and obedient, and turned to begin packing her gear. No protest, no last word, just silence, until the captain turned away. That's when everything changed. In one fluid motion, her rifle came back up. No shake in her hands this time. Her stance sharpened, her breathing slowed, and then, without hesitation, she fired. One shot, clean, precise. The sound cracked across the range like thunder, and then stillness. All eyes snapped to the target, dead center. There was a long pause. Then the range officer, still leaned into the spotting scope, let out a stunned breath. "Bullseye," he said, "dead, center." The silence that followed was heavier than the gunfire had ever been. Even the captain turned back, his eyes narrowing as he looked from the target to the woman now standing with her rifle lowered, posture unmoved. She didn't smile, didn't shift. She just stood there, calm and still, as if that one shot had said everything that needed to be said. The captain walked back toward her, more slowly this time. The cockiness was gone from his step. He stopped a few feet away, eyes scanning her rifle, her stance, her face. "That wasn't luck," he said flatly. She didn't respond. "Where'd you learn to shoot like that?" She answered without looking up. "From my father, sir. He was a sniper." There was a pause. "Was?" he asked. She nodded. "He's buried at Arlington." That single sentence shifted everything. The recruits who had written her off now stood a little straighter, their gazes awkwardly averted. The ones who smirked earlier suddenly found interest in the dirt. The captain looked down range again, then turned back to her. "Reset the range," he said to the others. "She's back in." That was the day everything changed. From then on, no one laughed when she lined up her rifle. No one whispered behind her back. She never needed to raise her voice, never needed to remind anyone what she could do. Her performance spoke for her, and the next time qualifications came, she didn't just pass. She outshot everyone. Every single shot kissed the bullseye. Quietly. Precisely. Like her father had taught her years ago on a dusty range of their own. Her father had taken her to shoot before she was 10. Coins, cans, stacked shells, he taught her everything, not just how to aim, but how to breathe, how to slow her heart, how to wait for the stillness between storms. When he deployed, he told her, "Don't shoot to be seen. Shoot to be remembered." She remembered, and when he didn't come home, she joined. Not to wear his name, but to carry his code. She had shown up at boot camp a ghost of what she'd been. But something about that uniform, that dirt, that rifle, it started stitching her back together. Still, they underestimated her. She wasn't loud, she wasn't flashy, but the fire had never left her. That one shot, the one no one expected, wasn't just a test. It was a message, a line in the dirt that said, "I'm still here, and I'm not leaving." Before we end this story, let us know in the comment, where are you watching from? So some voices speak loudest through action, and sometimes, when the world dismisses you, the best thing you can do is pull the trigger and let the silence carry your truth. If this story touched you, subscribe to the channel and hit that like button and drop a comment below.